lady Lydia is fed up with her family. A, it's about time, but then B, it's a shame. They are literally pushing the last, most genuine Plath. And not to say she's an angel. She's gonna try, or at least try to sing like one. But she's the most wholesome one, at least on camera. So for y'all to push her away, what y'all gonna talk about next season? Y'all already don't talk about nothing. You just bully and push people away. Or when people run away, then y'all want to talk about them the next season. So y'all gonna get on and trash old lady Lydia next season. If y'all get one, which I am praying to the gods does not happen, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves for a lot of things, but for this. So shout out to Miss Kitstand for making the video a couple of days ago, and that's what caught my attention because I don't follow the Plaths. I don't really keep up with the Plath, although I guess it's welcome to Plathville. I'm not welcome there and I don't want to be there. So she starts off by saying, I feel the need to clear the air on something in this past episode. I'm like, let me stop right there because you need to, at this point, just create a podcast because every episode is something.
I think he's gay.
And we on what, episode 8? If you gotta make all these statements and videos, girl, that alone should let you know your family is a problem. Although if you need other evidence, we can sit and do a rewatch of season 1 through 7. Then she goes on and says, being on a TV show breeds grounds for people to talk to the camera and not to each other. Girl, the thing is, ain't nobody talking to the camera except Micah, who can stay out of a mirror and a camera talking to himself.
I promise this will be painless. I'd hate to hear your painful questions. I'm that guy. The guy that everyone can talk to. Lean on.
The problem is they talk to each other about each other on cameras.
My mom bought a boat. Oddest midlife crisis I've ever seen. I ended my marriage to Olivia, which is actually a blessing.
You're allowed to talk to me.
That's pretty bad.
Yay!
I don't think that Zach and Lydia were divinely put together by God and there's no one else and it was just destined and intended to be.
When in reality, it's just a crush, and you're probably making the crush bigger by not kissing or doing anything, so you're just like...
They don't really know each other.
So it's not them talking to the camera, it's them talking about other people. If you want to show your life, they love to put the blame on everybody else, but all y'all do is sit and gossip, spew hate, and it's just a gossip show. It's not a reality show where, you know, you talk about your life and stuff like that, mostly because y'all ain't got no life. Y'all ain't got nothing going on, nothing to do, so that's why you just sit around and gossip all day. And Kim tries to attempt to do the dishes. That's whenever she's off from her table for 2.
You have a table for 2 people?
Sure. There you go.
Thank you.
Then she goes on with, my mom expressed her concerns that Zach was controlling and usurping, that word that Kim just learned.
Helping out with chores, stuff like that, does not happen. I've seen a usurping of Lydia's desires, where Lydia wants something for the wedding and he just shoots it down because he has another plan in mind.
My desires around the wedding, and that's the farthest thing from the truth. You ain't even gotta make a statement. We already knew that. So she goes on and explains kind of like the details of how they got to that color and all this stuff. And it's like, girl, you don't even have to explain yourself. We know who your family is and we know how they operate. So they didn't fool us. I don't think there's a single person, even a pro Plather, which is a scary term to think about. Even a pro Plather would listen to something that Kim has to say, at least about you, and believe that to be true. But also, at the end of the day, we all know, and Ethan knows, he wanted to see Zach in that little blue suit showing off his little booty.
Tell the skinny hoes to point me where the thick hoes at. He want a flat booty bitch.
So it's like, that's where all that anger and all that, that like Kim like to say, you know, a man, a man.
Ethan is very much a, you know, like rugged, you know, man's man. Zach maybe is just not as macho.
That's where all that anger is, because Ethan's trying to fight his urge to get Zach. Because at the end of the day, I saw someone say they upset because they losing their cleaning lady. But Ethan is upset because not only is he losing his cleaning lady, he lost a chance on getting Zach for himself.
Yeah, that bastard really does pop in blue.
That's why he had the question, are you gay? Are you gay?
Are you gay?
And that's the other reason why Micah, too, kept asking, are you gay? Oh, so you are gay. You are gay.
I want to see what Lydia sees in him.
You're gonna ask me if I'm gay again?
Are you?
Oh, God, no.
Why are you gay? You are gay.
No, bro.
Oh, we know. Because let's just entertain the thought. If Zach said, yes, I am, what y'all gonna do? Punch him? Like, nothing. Which goes back to her next point in this post, which is calling out everything that they said about Zach and not coming to them because they scared. They scared. Everything that they do is to each other and not to nobody else. They talk about other people to each other, and then when they want to square up, they ain't about to bring no energy like that to anybody else. They go and do like Mariah did, run to Montana, or Isaac did. Just go ahead and sock Micah.
So I got a couple stitches last night.
So she goes on to say, you know, let this be a reminder to y'all.
This a reminder.
Gossip destroys and separates people. And I'm glad she said people and not family, because this cult of the Plaths is far from family. And then she says one thing that I'm gonna have to disagree with, which is don't talk about people until you talk to them. I'm still gonna talk about your family, girl, in defense of you and your man. So you should be thankful. But what I'm not gonna do is talk to Kim or Ethan. That's what I'm not gonna do. So that statement pretty much needs to be going to the Plaths, because they love sending a little joint statement, just like they did season 5, which I had to get into in another video. They had to all get together and send out a little joint statement and stuff like that about Olivia calling Kim out on stealing money from Ethan and using his name for a credit line. And she does the best thing in the end. Well, two things. The first one is she says, I talked to my mom before this, showing them that I'm not just talking, I'm doing it. Just like y'all should have came to me. I came to my mama and said, look, girl, you can stop washing these windows for a little second. I just want to let you know I'm gonna drag you online in this post, and if you got something to say, run these hands. But then two, she ended off with a scripture, which is the funniest thing when you look at it, because before I even say what the scripture is, pretty much she accused her mom, and mostly Ethan and Micah were the only other ones, well, and Isaac, that had so much to say about Zach and trying to stir up drama and conflict and gossiping. So the scripture says, a perverse person stirs up conflict, and a gossip separates close friends. So pretty much she's saying, y'all are... You better read them down, Lydia. This has been the week of reads, from old lady Lydia to Courtney and Daniel on Love at the Lockup. So I'm like, who's next? We unfortunately still have tonight's episode, which I will reluctantly watch, but I will give my take and my views on it as well. I do believe that it will be left off on a to be continued, or the realty will be next week after the wedding, because that's after Isaiah. Bop, bop, bop.
So I got a couple stitches last night.
All right, so I will talk with you guys then.